Initiating sequence. Wrestling program complete.
All things that shape the DNA of superstars that are the bravest, toughest, and the most iconic. Get ready, because in a world where legends are forged and warriors rise, only one true empire stands tall amongst all. Make way, for greatness is here and now. We are transcending. We are polarizing. We are Premier Wrestling Syndicate.
Welcome everyone to Miami, Florida, the Magic City, as some might say. But for us, it is the destination point for our biggest pay-per-view of the year, Supernova. I'm Phil Lachlan here with Marvin on commentary as we welcome you to our pre-launch kickoff press conference live on YouTube. Boy, am I excited for this. What an event we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Marv, how you feeling right now?
Man, I'm feeling too good. I'm feeling electrified. And how can you not? There's so much in store for our biggest pay-per-view yet. I'm talking new wrestlers from all over, big career-making moments, and history being made as we crown new champions at Supernova. Man, I got goosebumps already. Oh, and Phil, I see you decided to hit us with the Miami Vice look, huh? Think you slick? I see what you did there, OG.
Well, Marv, it is Miami after all, and my wife told me to put some effort into my look, so here we are. Well, speaking of looks, did you see the red carpet, Marv?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know we had to do it big for Miami, Phil. You couldn't be the only one with the cleanest bit now. Let someone else get their shine too, know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I'm good with sharing the spotlight on that one. Well, before we get into that, let's take a look at some of the anticipated matches for our inaugural pay-per-view, as we have a lineup that is sure to be like no other.
Oh yeah, we got Fatal 4-Way action, baby. Competing for the Divas Diamond Championship. Cindy Psycho, Tia, Stone Cold's own niece Hannah Austin, and Andrea Kyle. This finna be one for the books.
One for the books, indeed. And we got ourselves a generational match here as the seasoned vet, the Helverine Jack Hammond, takes on the audacious Matt Fringe in singles competition. A match that's sure to be off the hinge.
Ooh, no, Phil.
Hey, say what you want. The kid's got spunk, and I'm here for it.
I would leave the catchphrases to the professionals, Phil. Now this gonna be the one right here. Yup, the main event for the World Immortal Championship, Buckley Ford versus the Warmonger Raw Sheik. To me, this feels bigger than a match for these two. Both came from WCX with chips on their shoulders, ready to prove something to the world. It's like Rocky versus Apollo Creed or something, man. Ooh, I can't wait.
Well, neither can I. Just like I can't wait to see the returning Phoenix back in a wrestling ring after a 7-year hiatus. Jade Phoenix takes on the weather girl herself, Nicole Storm. And Marv, talk about proving something here. Now, we know these two have mutual respect for each other, but with one being not too far from legend status and the other a future Hall of Famer, boy, you couldn't have asked for a better matchup in wrestling history. And that's just some to name a few. More Supernova matches to reveal later in the program. All right, Marv, it is time. It's time to get fashionable. It's time to see who would be bringing their Hollywood best, as we now send it over to another diva of ours on the red carpet, Alice Valentine.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to be here at the Supernova red carpet, getting ready to interview some of our biggest superstars in the business. We have such an amazing conference for you tonight as we get set for our biggest pay-per-view of the year. Oh, and who do we have here? Oh, look, it's Ryan Cho.
Baby, we here.
What a way to kick off the red carpet.
Hey, Ryan, over here. Haha, soak it up and marvel at my greatness.
Hey Ryan, looking good.
Thank you, Darlene. But you know who really looks good? The beautiful Alice Valentine. Gorgeous, stunning, and can have my heart any time.
Gross. Anyways, Ryan, you'll be walking into a match not just for yourself, but for your country. How does it feel to have a chance to make history by becoming the first ever Chinese international champion?
A feeling that is unimaginable. You see, I've conquered the motion pictures in Shanghai, and now I ascend to new heights. I will bring back the international title to China. And who knows? Maybe a red-headed souvenir if she's lucky. You know, it's a win-win, Alice. Great food, great sights, You'll be treated like China royalty being with a champion? Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sorry, I just threw it up in my mouth a little. I think we're done with this interview here. Good luck to you. I guess, ill.
Thank you, babe, and no problem. They all come back around eventually. I will see you at Supernova, my sweetheart.
Well, there you have it. Ryan, Cho. Still more to come tonight on the red carpet. Back to you guys.
Boy, Ryan sure is smooth with the ladies, ain't he, Phil?
Yeah, well, let's just hope his smoothness translates better in the ring than they do with the ladies.
Yeah, you're definitely right. 8-man battle royal is no joke. Well, we'll see what he got then.
Yes, we will, because Ryan has to go through 7. That's right, 7 opponents as he takes on Jaden Mahuta, Dublin, Ricky Zucconi, Nemeth Barons, Draven, Mr. Galaxy, and Xander Frost. Which one of these men will walk out of Supernova the international champion? Speaking of, there you see Jaden himself and, hey, his cousin Yakoa here in the building, as this is a family affair, the Mahuta family making their presence known here in Miami. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to get things started as we open up the conference with a very special individual. Let's send it over to our maestro of the evening, Joey Carson.
Thank you, Phil. We are officially underway with our press conference this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome the man that made this all happen, the chairman of the board, Robert Quinn.
Wahaho! Thank you, thank you. Seriously though, give yourselves a hand, Miami. I want to thank each and every one of you all for coming out here today and being a part of something major for this business. History is in the making here in PWS, and I cannot wait. We have such an amazing generation of talent, stars, and icons ready to rise to endless heights. We want to drive home what it means to have resiliency, tenacity, a passion for the craft, and a purpose for the future. Because wrestling isn't just an art form or a sport, but a way of life. Challenges, adversity, triumph, all things we face on a day-to-day basis. But what do we do when life has us pinned to the mat? Do we stay down for a 3 count, or do we rise to the occasion and keep fighting? We want to transcend and be a beacon of greatness, which is also why at Supernova, I'll be announcing our new tag team signees as we're pulling out all the stops to do just that. Transcend into greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm declaring that this new era of wrestling will not only catapult us on the map, but will be the blueprint of many generations to come. This is the advanced era, and I welcome you all to the Premier Wrestling Syndicate. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the show.
Robert Quinn, everyone. Now, while we wait for our first conference to get set up, Marv and Phil, how styled up are we on the red carpet?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Amen. Shout out to Robert Quinn for trying to take wrestling to a new level. Truer words never been spoken. You heard what he said, Phil?
I sure did.
We ain't lacking or trailing behind because we in the advanced era, baby. I love it, man. Love to see it.
As do I, Marv. We truly are in a great space for wrestling.
And may I just say... 万年たちはだかろうと同じことだ。兄の異名は残り、お前はその家になる。俺の当たれは折れない。もし砕けるものがあるなら、それはお前の意のまだ。
Are we back? We are. Okay. Well, folks, we do apologize for the disruption, but Marv, do you know who that was?
I have no idea, Phil. And I plan on not knowing because whoever that was gave me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, hex, no.
You sure can say that again. Well, while we collect ourselves here, let's send it over to Alice on the red carpet. Alice, take it away, please.
Okay, whoa, that was weird and trippy. But nonetheless, we still have action here on the red carpet. And it looks like I see Keenan of the Jam Punks making his way.
Alice Valentine! Well, look at you. Of course you'd be on the red carpet. But should this be the other way round though, where they take photos of you instead of you interviewing?
That's sweet. Well, I am a woman with many hats after all, so it feels good to contribute and be hands-on with the action, you know?
Can't argue with that at all. Well, you seem to be doing a phenomenal job at it, I might add. So cheers to you.
Thank you, Keenan. And hey, before you go, I wanted to ask you, you and your brother Roger plan on facing the neighborhood for the Gladiator Tag Team Championship. What does that mean for you guys at Supernova, and what is a gladiator in your eyes?
Being able to be a part of a spotlight match for the Tag Team Championship and getting to do this with my brother means the world to me, honestly. Moments like this don't happen for guys like us, especially coming from South London. I mean, we practically grew up gladiators, simply because we had to, innit? Fighting for scraps, dealt with mad adversity just to get by. But gladiators fight to make their marks as well, which is what we plan to do at that stadium. Besides, nothing better than winning gold side by side with your own blood, yeah?
Couldn't agree more. Well, that's awesome to hear, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you, Alice. Well, let me go find my brother. I'm sure he's telling embarrassing childhood stories to someone.
Wepa, Marley boy! Ah, man, gladiators, huh? Look, mano, I hear you. I do. But where I'm from, it's a whole different kind of arena, my man. You feel me? Bad Bunny only scratched the surface of what we go through in Puerto Rico. Every day's a fight for something real, mano. For family, respect, a chance to even be seen. And it don't stop there either. My time in New York? Psh, same grind. So if we talk in real hardships and adversity that anyone has ever gone through, it's El Barrio. Straight up, the neighborhood raised us. And that gold is coming home with us, to Puerto Rico.
Look, bruv, I won't go slum for slum with you on who struggled the most on the come up. Because what's most important when all the dust settles, when it comes to championship gold, it won't be about who's had it the hardest, but who remains standing bell to bell. No excuses, no stories, just who's left standing. And mate, we ain't going down easy.
Whatever you say, mano. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a red carpet to walk.
Looks like that'll do it for us here. Plenty more to see on the red carpet. Who will be next? Back to you, Marvin Phil.
Wow.
Yup. Hey, man, like Keenan said, it's bell to bell, not slum for slum.
Right.
I understand it. Both teams ain't one to play, that's for sure. The pride of these men rests in their country, so let's see who won it.
Well, I gotta tell you, both these teams are truly phenomenal in their own right, and great representations of triumph and perseverance, making ways out of no way. That alone should be highlighted, and I don't know who I want to see win, but they are gladiators nonetheless. All right, folks, we've waited long enough. It's time.
Is it time, Phil?
Oh, it is definitely time for our first conference of the show. Our maestro, Joey Carson, you may take it away.
Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, our next conference set for the evening is for the Immortal World Championship. Please welcome at this time, Buckley, Ford. And now, for his opponent, please welcome the warmonger, Rashid. both superstars will have an opportunity to answer 2 questions each from our reporters in the audience. Afterwards, they will shake hands and we'll move on with the proceedings. We'll start with opening thoughts first.
Buckle up, Miami! Cuz it's time to buck down! I'm excited to be here today. I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to be a part of something major for my career. But more importantly, I get the chance to prove why I deserve to be in this position. You see, I plan on walking into that stadium on that night with a chance to capture greatness, a chance to not just fulfill a dream, but to step into the ring and make history, to win the championship all in the name of becoming immortal. And trust me, the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, the dedication it took to get here was no small feat. I'm sure some of the familiar wrestlers would agree that coming from WCX, you had to really grind to make it. Which is why I'm taking a shot at my destiny. And it ain't just any shot, it's 2 barrels, 1 sound, bang, buckshot bound.
Thank you, Buckley, and a fiery speech to say the least. And now we will hear from his opponent, Rashid.
Man, if you don't get this soft, weak nonsense out of here, man, talking about some hard work this and blood, sweat, tears that. Yeah, I came from WCX too. You ain't special, but you know what it also was that brought me to the dance, being dominant, not taking no for an answer, showing, improving, being the absolute best, and taking what's yours by the balls. And I could care less about y'all booing and hollering, cause at the end of the day, Miami don't know a damn thing about struggle or making it out the gutter. I clawed tooth and nail for everything I got, in the ring, in the military, and in life. I'm always ready for war, because I know what it feels like to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You, Buck, are not equipped to have a target on your back 24/7 and able to handle the pressure that comes along with it. You, Buck, are not championship worthy. And at that stadium, when you step into the ring with me, you will see exactly why. I'm better than you. Nuff said.
Strong and powerful words from Rashid. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll turn it over to our reporters in the audience. Robert Garcia, you may begin.
Thank you, Joey. First question is for Buckley Ford. Buck, you mentioned your previous company, WCX, and what it took to get you here. Can you tell us exactly how much preparation was WCX for you to not only now be in APWS, but for a world title match such as this?
WCX prepared me a hell of a lot, actually. My training...
Man missed me with that WCX noise. WCX carried his ass on only because I wasn't there long enough to show him where he don't belong. Plain and simple. I had already advanced and was overseas, making a name for myself while he was still learning how to lace his boots. What
like I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by this bozo, I am more prepared than I ever had been in my entire life. Clearly, Rashid didn't learn what our trainer, Tony Gallagher, taught us. It's that it's not about the opponent, but how strong your will is to fight and keep fighting no matter what. Besides, I like to hunt in my spare time anyway. Rashid is just another prey. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you, Buckley. Okay, so my next question will be for both of you, starting with you, Rashid. Now that you're officially in APWS, can you tell us what value would you be bringing to the business that would launch this brand into the stratosphere of professional wrestling?
Value? Man, I am the value. I'm the Kobe of this game. Just pass me the ball, and I'll make sure to get the job done. But if we have to talk specifics, I told Robert Quinn that bringing me on was really gonna elevate this company to new heights. No wasted talent on this side. You want a wrestler that can talk the talk and walk the walk? I got that. You want a wrestler that can show up and show out? I got that. You need a leader in the locker room that can get these punks in line? I got that too. And above all else, you need a champion that won't back down, ready for whatever, and can take on any and everyone. I got all of that. You understand me? Cause I'm the warmonger, damn it. This just another battlefield for me.
The way I see it, since Rashid is just a one-man show, camaraderie also gets the job done. Now granted, it's still a competitive sport, which is why my value is to lead by example. Having integrity as a wrestler and contributing your part, especially with newer talent, to elevate collectively. We can all eat if we progress the right way.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's all the questions I have today. Good luck at Supernova.
Thank you, Robert. And now we'll turn it over to our other reporter, Brian McDowell. Again, up to 2 questions each for both superstars. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, thank you, Joey. I'll keep it short and sweet. I only have one question for you both anyway. Sometimes the bright lights can get to a superstar and could potentially result in unfavorable outcomes. In other words, what would a loss mean to you both if one of you were to be defeated on the grandest stage of them all?
There's many great athletes in the world that has taken a loss at some point. What's the new saying now? An L is not a loss, but a lesson. Something like that. The point is, I've taken losses up to this point, and I'm still here. So it wouldn't mean anything other than to live to hunt another day.
Here he go with these cliche lines. Look, it's like this. Cool. Some people have lost in their careers, fine. But losing does mean something. It means you weren't prepared like you should have been. Didn't strategize, didn't plan, didn't train enough. See? I'm in the gym, I'm watching film, I'm studying because I ain't accepting the loss, knowing that I'm a wrecking ball in all aspects. But I can guarantee you this, if some off chance where the moon in retrograde or we in some Twilight Zone bullshit and I were to lose to this sorry ass, I bet you I would be back in #1 contendership before he can even put a nameplate on the belt.
See, Rashik is a perfect example of a deer in headlights. He thinks he has to boast and show bravado, all because he's paralyzed by fear of falling to the buckshot.
Aight, that's it, you son of a bitch. I'm tired of you acting like you just some golden boy of wrestling, forgetting that I know who you really are. And we ain't gotta wait for the big stage. We can get it cracking right now.
It's fine by me. I'll expose the fraud you really are.
Gentlemen, please. Hey!
Come here. This is what to expect, Rashik. Wheel, down.
Well, folks, we gotta get some things situated here. But clearly these guys are ready for Supernova. Back to you, Marvin Phil.
Goodness gracious.
Now that was insane. Someone need to check on Rashik, like, for real, and make sure he good. Cause Buck, yo man, Buck is ready. Phil, I ain't never seen him like this before. And with the history behind these two, oh my God.
Boy, this match being personal is an understatement. They want to take each other's heads off for crying out loud. Both competitors are at the top of their game. Oh man, who will taste immortality? I sure cannot wait. Well, while we let them prepare for the next conference, let's check in on Alice to see who's next to walk the red carpet. Alice?
Thanks, guys. I gotta say, I'm loving the energy here on the red carpet, but if I'm being honest, where's my girl power at? Like, hello?
Cindy, oh my gosh, it's Cindy Psycho.
No way. America's sweetheart Alice Valentine. This is so unreal. I am such a huge fan, you have no idea.
Cindy, yeah, Well, I'm sure you know that not everyone can be this glamorous. But look at you. Wow, I mean, you just got signed. And already in a title match for the Divas Diamond Championship. Crazy how fast you just swooped right in for that, huh?
I know, right? Well, the Performance Center was definitely brutal, but I think I made the most of it. Mr. Quinn was so impressed. Even said he hasn't seen talent like mine in a while. I'm sure you've heard similar words too, huh, Alice?
Oh, girl, of course. I mean, Robert says it to all of us to boost us up and train hard. I'd rather earn it in the ring under the bright lights. But that's just me, you know?
Yeah, totally. Can't argue with that. This title shot really has placed me in a position of a lifetime, and what better bright lights than supernova lights, huh? Anyways, you seem to be enjoying this interview thing, though. Any questions for me?
Actually, I do have a question. What is it that you have that the rest of the divas don't? that is going to put you at the top of the food chain here in PWS.
Well, I haven't met all of the divas yet to say for sure, but what I do know is that I'm tough as nails. Always ready to put in 110% every time, and I got heart. Which is why I plan on walking out of Supernova, the Divas Diamond Champion.
Oh, well, that's cute and noble, but Cindy, in this line of business, you're gonna need more than that, sweetie. It's cutthroat, it's competitive, and you gotta be prepared for any and all challenges that come your way, even the ones you don't see coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You gotta be ready for anything. Who knows? You might have to face an opponent you didn't expect.
So why the name Cindy Psycho? Just feels like you're exposing yourself, don't you think?
Excuse me, what do you mean exposing myself?
I don't know. Just seems like with a name like that, there's gotta be a reason behind it, you know?
Okay, first of all, it's short for psychedelic. People are mesmerized by my in-ring ability. Secondly, since we're on name calling, you sure haven't been living up to yours, Miss America Sweetheart. I thought I was a fan at first, but now, since this interview, all I see is a jealous brat.
Name calling? Wow. You know what, Cindy? You think you can just waltz into this company and deserve a title shot without paying any dues? I seriously don't know how you got it, but it's not because of your talent, that's for sure. You got a long way to go to think you'll ever be number one here. Because, honey, you're looking at number one.
Alice, you really are in Wonderland, aren't you? Because what I'm looking at is someone who's not in the title match at Supernova. I'm looking at someone who is not the Diamond Champion. As a matter of fact, Alice, I'm looking at someone who I'm just simply better than.
You little.
Hey, knock it off. What's the matter with you two? This is a respectable broadcast, and I will not tolerate this madness. Cindy, I have every right mind to take you out of the Diamonds match and suspend you, but we already have things in motion, so I will not. But you need to leave the premises at once. Same goes for you too, Alice. I expect more from you. Now, both of you, get out of my sight.
Okay, what is actually going on here tonight? I get that Supernova is around the corner and tension is high, but it's Miami still. We supposed to be living it up, man. Not getting on Robert Quinn's bad side of all people. We gotta keep it professional for real. Alice, my heart goes out to you, no pun intended.
Yeah, Marv is right. Make no mistake about it. While Alice did a great job tonight with our pre-show red carpet, she still is a PWS diva at the end of the day. And all that means is that edge or itch to handle confrontation. Only a wrestler knows how. Well, you saw it.
And I rock with Cindy too, no doubt about it. I especially hope this doesn't throw her off her game come Supernova, because she got 3 opponents to go through. The more focused she is, the better.
I couldn't agree more. Well, with that being said, and speaking of that match, it looks like one person will not be attending this next conference, as we're sending it over to you, Joey, for our Divas Conference.
Ooh, that was intense. Unfortunately, Cindy Psycho will not be joining us here today, but the conference has officially begun. For the Divas Diamond Championship, please welcome first, Tia. And the second opponent, Hannah Austin. And last but certainly not least, their opponent, Andrea. Hi. Now, for this conference, we'll give our divas each a chance to speak before going to our reporters in the audience. We'll start with you first, Tia.
Hey y'all, I just want to start off by saying I'm real grateful to even be standing up here with the opportunity to make my dreams come true. Nothing was ever just handed to me. I had to grind for every single shot I got from the ground up. Now look, I'm stepping into a fatal four-way for the Divas Diamond Championship and sharing the stage with 3 incredible women of today's generation. I got nothing but respect for y'all for real. But when that bell rings, it's a whole different story. I'm bringing everything I got, and not just for me, but for everybody who ever had to fight twice as hard just to be seen. I'm here to earn it, same way I've always had. And in what better place than Miami, Florida, baby? Y'all already know, it's gonna be a Tia takeover.
Let's hear it for Tia, everyone. Thank you. And now for the next competitor in this fatal four-way. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Austin.
Oh, hell yeah. Now look, that is about as much as you gonna get from me, because it's time we go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Real quick before we do, Tia, Andrea, and even you, Cindy, it truly is an honor to be in this match with y'all and putting the women's division on the map for PWS. That being said, there's a few things I need to get off my chest. As some of you may know, I am the niece of an iconic Hall of Famer in the wrestling business who is nicknamed the Rattlesnake. Yeah, I'm talking about the man himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here's the bottom line though. I got love for my uncle, but I'm carving my own path and trailblazing my own way through. I get it, it's gonna take some getting used to, but mark my words, I'ma make it happen my way and my way only. And it starts at Supernova, when I walk out the Divas Diamond Champion.
One more time for Hannah Austin. And now for our final competitor, ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Kyle.
Okay, first off, your girl is serving body and face, boo. Like, what? Y'all like the fit? Dolce and Gabbana? Because if you want the diamond, baby, you gotta look like a diamond. Period. Aw, look at us, singing Kumbaya to each other. Listen, ladies, respect is there, sure, but I'm trying to climb to the top, you feel me? And if that means I gotta go through y'all heifers, it is what it is. They already talk about some divas gotta be this and that. I'm simply trying to show that you can be glam and gangster with it. You can slay runways and slaughter the competition, child. I ain't surprised to be here today, because I told y'all I was next. And look at me now, front and center and standing on business. That's how a real shotta does it. And at Supernova, y'all gonna learn that a baddie can put belt to ass and make it look sexy. On my mama. Like it or not, I'm walking out the Diamond Champion, okay? Ain't nothing stopping that. Trust me, boo.
Andrea Kyle, everyone. All right, now let's proceed to our reporters, where they each will ask one question for the divas. Robert Garcia, whenever you're ready.
Much appreciated, Joey. Evening, ladies. My question for you all is, how are you preparing differently for a high-stakes match such as a fatal four-way compared to a one-on-one bout?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, you definitely gonna need some endurance for real, because you don't know how long you gonna be fighting. You gotta understand, in a fatal four-way, your head is on a swivel at all times. Remember, it's you against 3, and you don't have to be pinned for there to be a winner either. So, you gotta be on your toes non-stop, or else it's game over. Facts. So yeah, I would say endurance and stamina for sure.
Yeah, I also want to piggyback off what Tia said, because she right. A match like this will test your will and tenacity. That's for damn certain. And at the end of the day, we're still competitors. Every woman for herself. So I would add, in preparation for this match, I'm trying to be the strongest and outsmart everyone. And I'm going to do just that. I gotta say, If there's one thing we Austins know how to do, is open up cans of whoop ass and raise a little hell in the process. Y'all gonna see.
Child. We gonna see. All right? See me holding that championship in the air when I win, okay? Look, y'all just don't count your girl out, because I'm an opportunist. And when you think you close and think you about to secure the bag, baby, I'm gonna be right there when you least expect it. Y'all just better be ready, because it's gonna be turned.
Thank you, ladies. That's all I have.
And thank you, Robert. Now we will hear from our other reporter, Brian McDowell.
Yeah, thanks, Joey. All right, ladies. My question for you all is, do you feel pressure to represent the evolution of women's wrestling as we know it? And how do you handle such pressure?
Well, I got enough pressure as it is, trying to be my own individual and not live up to other people's expectations of me. But at the same time, there's always a spotlight when you're part of something bigger than yourself. So yeah, there's pressure, but I see it as fuel too. Women's wrestling is a movement, not just in PWS. Long as I stay grounded in who I am and believe in my ability, when my time in wrestling is up, I'm gonna leave it better than I found it.
Do I feel pressure? Sure, but honestly, it feels more like excitement than anything else. I mean, we're living in such an incredible era for women's wrestling, and I get to be a part of it. That's not pressure. That's a privilege. I handle it by just being unapologetically me. I go out there and I bring the energy, the sparkle, the fight, all of it. And with every match, I make sure to represent how far we've come and how far we're gonna go. That ain't something I run from either. It's something I shine in.
Look, pressure make diamonds, okay? Shoot, I'm gonna be good. The division gonna be good. With me at the top, especially. Ain't much to it than that, child. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your PWS Divas. Phil and Marvin, back to you guys.
Phil, you heard that?
Oh, yeah.
These ladies ain't worried about no pressure, man. Hey, I love it, and I love to see the good sportsmanship. I do hear the competitiveness, though. It's in there all right. But the overall confidence these women share, it ain't just for the title, but for the industry and where they want to take women's wrestling. It's amazing. What a match to look forward to.
True indeed. 4 competitors, 1 winner, Diamonds Championship. What more do you want, right? Well, Marv, I gotta say, I've enjoyed this pre-show. It has been a wild one to say the least, but boy, what a time to be in Miami.
You can say that again. Well, there's also been some familiar faces that decided to bless us here in Miami too. And shout out to our camera crew for keeping the red carpet alive. Cause Phil, look who showed up and showed out.
Oh, wow. See, I couldn't pull off that look. Only an artist can. I believe they call that pastel. I don't know. Great look from Raiden, though.
Man looking smooth, Tony Montana. Oh, he done found someone to be mad at. Oh, my word. Nicole Storm, 10 out of 10. 10 out of freaking 10. Scale broke. Oh, my bad, Phil.
No worries, young whippersnapper. I was young once, too, just like our neighborhood hero, Hyperspeed.
My boy, J-Dog in the cuts, man. It's a dog-eat-dog season.
Future Hall of Famer and legend for sure, just like Jade Phoenix. I cannot wait to see her back in action. And I mean, just talk about anticipation like no other. And speaking of anticipation, Kenji Shibuyama is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, one of our newest young signees. Please check out the future of Kumade on our YouTube channel, as this man has one heck of a moving story to tell. All right, Marv, we have officially reached our final conference of the night. Are you ready?
Let's get it on.
Well, in that case, let's send it over to Joey Carson. One more time, take it away.
Thank you, guys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our final conference of tonight, please welcome first to the stage, the Helverine, Jack Hammond. And his opponent. Please put your hands together for Miami's very own Matt Fringe. Now, as stated throughout the night, we will hear opening remarks from each opponent before sending it to our reporters in the audience. And remember, 2 questions apiece. Go ahead, Matt.
Miami. Man, it feels great to be home. My people here know exactly who I am. But for the people watching at home, you're looking at the future of not just PWS, but the future of professional wrestling as a whole. Off the hinge. Matt Fringe, baby.
Thank you, Fringe. Now we'll hear from Jack Hammond.
As y'all may know, I ain't much for words, but what I want to say is that I'm better and badder than I ever have been. I'm sure there were talks of the town about whether or not I'm washed up and if I need to hang up my boots. Well, I'm here to prove the doubters wrong by simply reminding them who the Helverine really is. I also know my character used to be in question, and if I'm fit to be in this business. To those people, I am making up for my past transgressions. And thanks to my day one friend, Buckley Ford, I know what it takes to be a better man. Come Supernova, you'll see why my name still sends rumbles through the wrestling industry, and what will happen to those who want to ride the highway to hell.
Thank you both. Now it's time to hear from our reporters in the audience. Robert Garcia, whenever you're ready.
Yes. Okay, so Fringe, my 2 questions for you are, what statement are you trying to make by stepping in the ring with someone that most competitors try to avoid? And what's your strategy to not fall short?
What kind of question is that, Robert or Bobby? Actually, I'm calling you Bobby now. Come on, Bobby. To quote one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, if you want to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Maybe you forgot because you're so used to wrestlers avoiding fights or cheating their way to the top. Jackie here knows a little about that, don't you, Jackie? Cutting corners and whatnot, huh? Listen, I'm here to face the best so I can be the face of professional wrestling. Plain and simple.
Understood, Matt. And I would appreciate it if we stuck to Robert, by the way. Thank you.
I would appreciate if we stuck with Robert.
Now, on to you, Jack Hammond. You mentioned earlier about proving the doubters wrong from your character, to if you're past your prime or not. My questions for you are, what is your why? As in, why have to prove anything at this point in your career, and what does this win mean for you?
Here's what I know. I ain't erasing my past, despite how many ghosts I may have. And I know that you don't get redeemed because people all of a sudden forgot what you've done. You earn it every damn day by getting back up and doing better than you did yesterday. My why is to show exactly who I am and what I can do when I'm not relying on factions, not relying on authority, or kissing the ass of bosses just to climb to the top. And as much admiration I have for Buckshot, even he knows that we both have different goals in mind and won't stop each other from achieving them. Yeah, maybe I'm not the young hothead I used to be. Good. But it's a deadly combination when I got experience, knowledge, and focused intentions. That's why the win is
Jackie,
important for me.
Is this what we're doing now? Seriously, all this redemption talk and, well, I'm gonna be the good guy now and fight the good fight. Jackie, who you fooling? We all know this isn't you, and you know this isn't you. You're just a fraud who's trying to make all these fans believe that you're a changed man when deep down, you're still a ruthless, conniving waste of space.
You're playing with fire, son. Don't write a check your ass can't cash.
All right, gentlemen, we've already had a situation earlier that got out of hand. Let's keep our cool, people. Now, at this time, we will hear from our other reporter, Brian McDowell. Brian, please proceed.
Thank you, Joey. Now, Jack, I understand and completely get the redemption arc or journey that you're on, and hey, power to you, but my concern is where your in-ring ability lies. Between injuries and age, how can you be so sure that you're back to 100%, let alone the Jack Hammond of old?
I can admit that through the years, my body has taken a toll. And of course, age has prevented fast healing and regeneration. But ring awareness, pacing, wrestling IQ, and just simply whooping a man's ass 6 streets to hell, that all can be boiled down to muscle memory. You're worried about the wrong thing here. My change of heart ain't setting me back and causing me to be weak. I'm much more stronger 'cause of it. Just you wait, 'cause the Helverine, rides again.
Well, I gotta say, even I am hyped to see how you do in this match. However, I really just need to know what strategies you have in place for Fringe.
Hey, buddy, what's your problem? What? No questions for me, huh? I got some strategies of my own. Want to hear them? How about I strategically slap the nerd off you so you can at least be half loser and not full loser?
I'll have you know that I am a black belt in karate, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I've wrestled as state champion in high school power. So do not test me.
Ooh, he's got a black belt and thinks he can out-wrestle me because he was a champion in hall school? Ha, give me a break. Come show me what you got then.
Fine by me. Don't say I didn't warn you.
You're doing a lot of yapping and flapping your gums, but I don't see those feet chopping. Come on, let's see how off the hinge you are.
Now, Brian, hey, have some class and dignity for crying out loud. You are a professional. Don't make me get, hey, security, get out here.
Didn't think that through, did you? Get this lame out of here. Scary. Watch out, or I will crush you. Too smart for you, buddy. Not today. Ha! See you at Nova.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our Supernova pre-show conference. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm Joey Carson signing off. Take it away, Phil and Marvin.
Who, man? What a conference. Conferences, what a show. Ah, man, I am on cloud 9. Supernova, gonna be spectacular.
You sure said it, Marv. I am overwhelmed with excitement myself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our kickoff pre-show. We thank each and every one of you for being a part of this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the PWS TV channel. There's a lot more in store, best believe. I'm Phil Lachlan with Marv, and we'll see you at Supernova. Have a good night.